Well, well, Mr. Valentine. I thought you had forgotten about little old me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt.
Nick.
Let's go talk to Amari.
Here for Amari, she's downstairs.
Irma.
Whatever you and Nick are up to, I don't need to know. Just don't let the big metal softy hurt himself, all right? Don't let Nick spend too much time with Amari down in that lab of hers. I'll start to get jealous.
Hey, Irma.
Here for Amari, she's downstairs.
Dr. Amari?
Yes? Wait, I know you. You're on the railroad. What's this all about?
You're the one who can extract memories from a brain, right?
Normally, we only allow our clients to experience their own memories. Now, what's this all about?
We need a deep dig.
Doctor, it's time for you to reverse death itself.
What?
I wouldn't have put it quite that way, but it's true. We need a... a dead man's memories. Guy named Kellogg.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you do realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Technically, the corpse was defiled.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute.
Isn't there some way to make this work?
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari.
Technically, the corpse was defiled already.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Could you say that like Dr. Frankenstein?
Igor, fetch me the brain!
Sorry.
No, I will not. Now, do you have it?
How much of the brain do you need, exactly?
That is not an encouraging question. I suppose I'll have to make do with whatever you can find.
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait, that's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Nick's an older model synth. Is he still compatible?
That's exactly what I was thinking. If we are lucky, it should hook right in. But even if this works, Mr. Valentine would be taking on a tremendous amount of risk. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. Let's do it.
You really think this'll work, Nick?
No idea.
Whenever you're ready, Mr.
Nick's an old...
That's exactly. But even if.
Don't worry about me.
We should try plugging you into it. You really think this'll work, Nick?
No idea. But we got a missing kid on the line. That's worth the risk.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine, just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
How do you lock memories?
The implant is encoding all the mnemonic activity in the hippocampus. Think of it like computer encryption, and we don't have the password. Let's see. A single mind wouldn't be able to crack it. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
Any idea of what I'm gonna see in there?
I have no clue. But considering we only have a single piece of the medial temporal lobe and not the whole brain, I doubt it'll be cohesive.
Nick and I are gonna share a mind? I'm not gonna see him in any compromising positions, am I?
Yeah, if a smart mouth was all it took to solve problems, we would have found your son by now.
No. You won't have to worry about that. The only memories you'll access are the ones in the implant.
All right, let's get started.
Just sit down over there, and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
Amari.
Just sit in the memory lounger when you're ready.
Nick.
Sit down if you're ready. Let's do this. Be careful when you're cruising through Kellogg's mind. I'm hooked up to it, after all. Memory simulations can feel like you're free falling all the time. Hope you're ready.
Bingo.
Battles are won with fists. Wars with wits.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They... might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find. Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
All 5 states have now signed on, which means that as of this moment, we are all citizens of the new California Republic. I'm sure that's going to take some getting used to for a lot of people.
What a joke.
Waiting for this day for a
What's
long
it
time.
mean, Mom?
Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days. Like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop singing you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him. You're a good boy. And all that on the radio, all useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
I will, Mom. I promise. I won't let you down.
You've always been my good boy.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
Turn down the goddamn radio!
Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole.
Yo, I'm trying to sleep!
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. It doesn't matter now, though. Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then. People are always hoping for something better. They usually end up with something worse. It's gonna be fine. You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah, you've got to give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kinda green.
I know. But that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
No, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I know, Connie. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got it.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
It's gonna be fine. You'll see.
But we don't...
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. You focus on that petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand. That's what happiness felt like.
I don't know anybody here. And now, with the...
I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer.
Baby?
Come on, Sarah, you've got to give it a chance. I thought San Francisco was my chance to start fresh. I was the hot shit, the gunslinger from the hub, rolling into town with the world at my feet. Everybody knew I was the one who'd shot Valdez. I could write my own ticket to any outfit in town. It all worked out pretty damn well. For a while. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second. I got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you?
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you.
And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. I just took it as part of the job. Little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another.
Mind if we...
There was always a job for someone like me. Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter who I was supposed to kill. I got pretty good at it.
Sit down.
Suit yourself. I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe. I don't remember much from that time. It all kinda blends together. There was almost always a bar, though. That's universal.
So,
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate. Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Mr. Kellogg.
The first synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute.
I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
The first synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not... You're with the Institute. The first synths weren't all that impressive. I wanted to see... I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming. For myself, if you really existed. You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute. But I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed, and I had the expertise they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement. Suited me just fine.
We do, as you can see.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find it.
Pod C6. Down the hall near the end.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Okay?
Come here.
No.
Come here, baby.
No. I got him!
Let the boy go. I'm only going to tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean!
God damn it. Get the kid out of here and let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic manual override initiated.
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. I didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really.
Volk.
The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it.
Computers are still working. That's good.
The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated...
Checking through the logs. Hopefully...
I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. I guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have.
It's all just...
I never knew why we didn't just... I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the...
C6. Down the hall near the end.
I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our... I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never liked to. But it was better this way. Better than taking his kid and leaving him alive. Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving her alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if she somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. If she could take me out, they won't be able to hide from her for long.
Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory, so good news, I think.
Piper has really done it this time. I mean, I'm not saying she's right, but Mayor, he's gonna be a good man this time. I probably shouldn't
Kellogg.
It's okay. One of these days, you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up. It wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid, like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long.
Oh boy. Piper has really done it this time. I mean, I'm not saying she's right, but Mayor, he's gonna be a good man this time. Probably shouldn't
Kellogg.
The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple. Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side. It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission...
If anything like this had ever happened before, I'd never heard of it. Maybe a sign that the old man was losing his grip. Finding someone in the glowing sea wasn't gonna be any picnic. I never expected an Institute egghead to give me so much trouble.
Is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
And nobody's crying but me.
Am I okay?
Don't be alarmed, but I honestly don't. But your neural and physical...
Next time I have to watch someone's life...
Well, if you're cognizant enough to joke, I think we can...
Next time I have to watch... I'm okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good, but I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no long-term damage. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
You were along for the ride, weren't you? You saw what I saw.
Yes, but it's important we review everything together, in case either of us missed anything.
I saw Kellogg's life.
That's right. He was a human being just like the rest of us, and he had reasons for being what he was, however cruel. How does that make you feel?
Does it really matter how I feel, Doctor?
Yes. You can't tell me that bearing witness to that man's life didn't affect you. We're getting off track. The only question is...
What? You don't have a spare... There's more than one person who knows about the Institute. Virgil, that scientist who escaped.
I didn't know Institute scientists could defect. This changes everything. He could answer all sorts of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That can't be right. No one would risk going there, not even to hide.
Why? What makes the glowing...
The name says it all. Radiation. So much that nothing there could possibly live. Nothing pleasant. Navigating radioactive hazards is nothing new. But the glowing sea can kill a man in seconds. That's why it doesn't make sense. Virgil fleeing into that hell. The exposure alone.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield or a cloak, a way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
I saw Kellogg.
That's right. He was a human. How does that...
Does it really matter how I feel, Doctor?
Yes. We're getting off track. The important thing is that we discovered the Institute's greatest secret, teleportation. The only question is, what do we do now?
What do you think we should do?
Let me think. What about that memory involving...
There's gotta be another way.
We delved into every...
I don't know.
The memory gave us a starting point.
We got what we needed. The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out.
Yes, their greatest secret has finally been revealed. But that only leads to more questions. How does it work? Where do we go next?
What? You don't have a spare teleporter lying around. What kind of egghead are you?
This is serious. No one outside the Institute could dream of making that kind of technology. Wait, maybe that's it. That memory about Virgil...
I saw
That's right. How does that...
We got what we needed.
Yes, their greatest secret...
What? You don't have a spare...
This is serious. Wait, maybe that's it. That memory about Virgil, their scientist who went rogue? If we found him...
I don't know. I'm not even sure we could track him down.
The memory gave us a starting point, the glowing sea. But that can't be right. Trying to survive there is unthinkable.
Why? What makes the glowing sea so dangerous?
The name says it all. Radiation. So much that nothing there could possibly live. Nothing pleasant. Navigating radioactive hazards is nothing new. But the glowing sea can kill a man in seconds. That's why it doesn't make sense. Virgil fleeing into that hell. The exposure alone.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield or a cloak, a way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
How do I fight that much radiation, Doctor?
There are chemical compounds. Rad-X, Radaway. You'd need as much as you could carry. Maybe more. A sealed environment suit would be great, if you could find one. Or maybe one of those suits of power armor? That would be perfect.
Oh, I'm going in naked. Fingers crossed I get superpowers.
I know you're joking, but as a doctor, I feel obligated to remind you that unprotected radioactive exposure will only kill you. Dead. D-E-A-D. So be sure you find a way to get through there with your life intact. And good luck. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs. Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
Amari.
Be careful of the radiation. The glowing sea isn't a place to be caught unprepared. You have to find Virgil. A renegade Institute scientist could finally give us the insight we need.
Dr. Amari?
Good luck. Make it back in one piece, okay? Are you all right? No headaches, heart murmurs, or muscle tremors?
The memory den's not accepting new clients right now, sweetheart.
Irma.
Oh, enjoying yourself in Good Neighbor? It's a heck of a town, ain't it?
Hey, Valentine.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
You want to try for round 2, huh? Let's go.
What? What are you talking about?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Amari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going.
We have to head into the glowing sea. Any advice?
I'm a synth, so radiation isn't much of an issue for me, but an old suit of power armor might just be the guardian angel you're looking for. That, or you could buy up all the Rad-X and Radaway you can find from any chem dealer who's got it in stock.
Let's get going, Nick.
Been one heck of a ride so far. Let's see where it takes us next.
Hey.
What's the plan? Go ahead.
Your thoughts?
I've been told they...
Yeah. Your thoughts?
Who do you think, actually?
That's all.
Got it.
Brotherhood of Steel. Better stay out of Good Neighbor. All I'm saying.
I've got a weapon here for every situation.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Murder and...
Sure don't make them like they used to.
Don't worry. I only test the...
Let's see what you have.
Each weapon.
Casualties!
Anyone you walk away from.
Should have stayed in bed, lady.
We're not alone.
Hello there. Ma'am, good day to you.
Hey, Slim.
Looking to score? I got what you need.
Mind if I use your workbench?
Sure, why not? Maybe take that into consideration when you're thinking about what to buy.
Hey, Slim.
You got that look, like you jonesing for something.
Is chems all you got?
Nah, that's just all that most people around here are interested in. Let me show you my wares.
Not right now.
Whatever. Move it along then, Skid.
The... Open fire!
Someone's coming.
Shit! Lost it!
That's it.
Oh, all right. Not exactly subtle, pal. Something else. Just when I thought we were getting along.
Dad! You hear me?
Lansing, don't chance it. Report suspicious activity immediately.
Playing games with me, huh? Oh, I know you're here. I'll find you. No sign of him now. Come on. Oh, must have run off. Relax. I'll fucking relax.
Lansing, don't chance it. Report suspicious activity immediately.
You're still alive, ain't you? You should be thanking me instead of bitching all the time. Enough yapping already. Somebody could be sneaking up on us right now.
Well, ain't that a blast from the past?
Sweet.
Passing through cars is prohibited.
Nice.
Passing through cars is prohibited. Watch your step as you enter the train.
I don't think we're alone.
Fucking coward hides.
Someone's coming.
Do not tamper with Protectron.
Underestimate us again. You want me to take a look at that terminal?
The train will be arriving at this platform in...
Nice.
Please remain clear of the tracks.
Always had a way with machines.
Got it.
Think you can hide?
Thought you could hide?
One way.
Anything out there?
Got nothing.
Yes. Sweet. Yes.
out there. Someone's alone. Hey, toss anything you can't haul my way.
Incorrect code.
Hey, something out.
What the fuck was that?
That's it.
Let's do this. Well, that's never happened before.
Who's there now, you?
For it now!
Hey.
Everyone's here, General. There it is. Pretty impressive, huh? Its real name is Fort Independence, but the Minutemen always just called it the castle. Now you can see why I wanted to take it back.
Why do we need this place again?
The radio tower is the most important part, but with a bit of work, this place could be a really strong outpost. Know what I mean?
Maybe. Those walls could definitely use some work.
I'll admit, it's seen better days, but the Minutemen have never been afraid of hard work. Our primary objective is to clear the courtyard. That's where we should see the most opposition. The wall on this side is the most exposed, but if we circle around south, we could also reach the main gate.
What are we waiting for? Let's just get in there and shoot those lobsters.
No. If we split up, we can flank them from both sides. It'll be like shooting fish in a barrel.
Why not let them come to us? We set up a firing line on this side, and you can draw them out.
Well, General, what do you think?
Set up a firing line, and I'll draw them out.
I got something over here.
I knew it!
That's enough to get a super mutant
Make every shot count!
Need help here!
The whites of their eye stalks.
Let's talk about the battle plan.
What are we waiting for? Let's just get in there and shoot those lobsters.
No. If we split up, we can flank them from both sides. It'll be like shooting fish in a barrel.
What's that? There. Bothering anybody now.
Hey there.
Had another look? So what's the plan?
Set up a firing line, and I'll draw them out.
Sounds good. We'll hold back and wait for them to come to us. Just don't get yourself trapped in there. All right, people. You heard the General. Let's move out. Try not to draw their attention until we're in position.
Hi.
What's up? Change of plans?
No. Stick to the...
All right.
Commonwealth knew they were done.
Hey.
Let's do this.
Then. That's when I thought we were getting along.
Make sure that was all of them. Make every shot count!
Damn. Looks like this
That's it.
Looks like the hold up
Make
inside
every
old
shot
building.
count!
Whoa,
I have no choice.
Sure looks that way. Here's opening fire. Clear the courtyard and take care of any eggs you find. The General and I will clear the walls.
Yes, sir.
Let's do this, General.
Hey, there's a time and a place for that, and neither's here.
good?
Good.
What the hell was that?
Where'd you go? They're here somewhere.
All right. Good work, people. But we aren't done yet. The General and I are gonna have a look at the radio to see what shape it's in. The rest of you, clear out any remaining Mirelurks or eggs you find. Let's go see if there's anything left of the old transmitter. I can't believe we actually managed to take that thing down.
Bingo.
Well, I guess it could be worse. See what you can do with it. I'm gonna go see what else is left around this old place.
Once I power this up, we'll be ready to broadcast. Once I power this up, we'll be ready to broadcast.
Someone call the examinators.
Hey.
I'm all ears. Looking for something?
Hey.
We've got to run some power to the transmitter. We need to focus on taking the castle back. We need to focus on taking the castle back.
Humanity is so resilient to cling to life despite all of this.
Hey, Carla.
Need to pick something up?
Sure. Let's take a look.
Yeah, keep your
Where are we off to next? I'm sorry I laid all that. Crap about me feelings on you a while ago. I hope it hasn't.
Never thought the Minutemen would be a force to be reckoned with again. Stand corrected. And that was the day the Commonwealth knew the Minutemen were back.
Anything useful?
Not much good at this point.
I'd like to trade some items.
Nobody's going to believe that we actually killed that thing.
Something's out there.
Someone's coming.
Move up. Give up now? I'll make it quick.
You playing hide and seek?
Hanging out with Valentine.
Every conceivable good you could ever need.
I'll take a look, sure.
Here you are.
Got a thing for antiques, huh?
hear about that settlement? Covenant? Nice. Real clean. Strict entrance requirements, though. Can you believe today's Christmas? Oh, friggin' no.
You look like you could use a drink. Dug out in, I got some cold ones.
Far too busy to talk right now. I'm the mayor, after all.
So it's true, then? You're leading the Minutemen? Good for you. Great cause.
Ever been up in the stands? Let's just say they can afford a lot of
McDonough.
Enjoy your stay in Diamond City. Now, excuse me. I have somewhere to be. Sorry.
If you're looking to keep your load light...
I'll take a look, sure.
Don't forget to...
Flank, rib, or sirloin. They're all...
Hey there. I got an empty chair here, just waiting for some beautiful...
That'd be great.
All right, take a seat. For your hair...
I hear you've been asking questions around town. What, Diamond?
Hey.
One.
Huh. After all these years.
Seems to be in working order. Hey.
Wow, we really did it. I've been watching the Minutemen fall to pieces for so long, This is really something. Now we've got to pay off on what we've started. Bring the whole Commonwealth together and make it last this time. So, back to business. But with Radio Freedom up and running, we can broadcast alerts to you anywhere, anytime. I'll let you know if I hear of any settlements that need our help. In the meantime, make sure to offer help to anyone that needs it. That can only help our cause.
I found out what those robots in Grey Garden needed and took care of it. Even better, they want to be Minutemen.
Huh. I guess I never thought of robots being Minutemen. But why not? If they're willing, I guess we can use them.
Excuse me.
I got word of a settlement that needs our help. We've got to show people the Minutemen can really help them. Is there something you need?
Good afternoon. You're tuned to
No,
Radio Freedom,
nothing.
No problem.
Across the Commonwealth. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts.
Do I look like I want to chit-chat?
I'm sorry I laid all that crap about me feelings on you a while ago.
Wait, who are you again?
Ha ha. Clever. I suppose I can be a bit, well, rambling at times. I know I've said this before, but I need to say, up to now, I never had anyone I could depend on. But I feel like I can let you in and see what I was hoping you could do is...
Hey.
Still feels good to... Anyway, and if you need anything...
Sure.
I wonder if the daytime collecting will serve any purpose.
2 a.m. here at Radio Freedom. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
Access to grind.
Ready to head back
Hell,
out?
I have a ton of them.
That depends. How are you feeling?
Are you kidding? No. When you're ready to go.
Ready.
Good. Then...
Heading out with Kate, huh? Hope you know what you're getting into.
Hey, Valentine. I think you've got something on your face. Oh, it's skin. Yeah, you might want to get that looked at.
I hope you find your son.
I wonder what has happened elsewhere. Is what has
What?
befallen the Commonwealth's 8th
So,
You
There
ready
you
to
are.
Get this show on the road?
I thought you forgot about me.
Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone.
You ready to head out?
Damn right I am. For you, Kate, I'd do anything.
I'm sorry. I wouldn't be very good company right now.
You will find me some jet.
Do you need something,
Then
madame?
I can use the site to help you.
How are you doing?
I find myself wanting to set out again and see the world. I am tempted to do this on my own, but there's so much danger. I hope we can renew our partnership. For science.
I'd like to travel together some more.
Then let us get on the...
So, you ready to get this show on the road?
You still interested in traveling?
Be real nice to get the...
Let's do it.
Done.
You are such a fascinating specimen, Monsieur Hancock.
Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
One day, Sanctuary will be a vibrant community. Life still ain't perfect, but we're surviving.
My old man taught me that duct tape could fix anything. I don't think he was talking about bullet holes.
Glad you joined the railroad. To think, Desdemona almost chased you away. Sheesh. Want me back on deck, huh? I gotta admit,
Anything new?
I'd prefer to leave the latest gossip and fashion tips for the others. Tom's quiz on how to find your ideal mate, I especially recommend.
Let's go then.
I'm all ready.
Taking up with this guy, huh? Your funeral.
Funeral? I don't think I packed a disguise for that.
I'll hand it to you. This place isn't awful. It's still a hole, but it could be worse.
AM here at Radio Freedom. Hope you're listening from a safe place. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts. This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone.
I've never lost anyone before. This failure is new to me. Would you like me to go with you?
We're just one big dysfunctional family. With guns.
All systems go?
Ready and waiting. So, shall we?
Yeah. Time to hit the road.
Wonderful. I've never lost anyone before. These feelings of grief are new to me.
I know. Oh, I'm not the only person here who's lost someone. I just...
Codsworth.
May I accompany you, Mum?
Yes, Codsworth. Of course.
It will be my pleasure.
Thank you. It's like I can finally think straight.
You know what? Since we talked, I'm feeling swell. Look at
You're tuned to Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. All's quiet across the Commonwealth.
Hey, Piper.
Stay safe
Heading my
out there.
way?
Hey, Marcy. I was thinking if you have time later, that maybe you want to go take a walk along the river.
I can't. I have too much to do.
Oh. Well, maybe I can help.
No, you won't do it right. I have to do it myself.
It's 3 p.m.
The old Fort Independence. Once again,
All quiet here.
Those
Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts. You're tuned to Minuteman Radio.
Hey there.
Is there something you need?
No, nothing.
Okay.
Hey.
I'm all ears.
Hey, Codsworth.
Take this.
You should head home.
All right, then.
Hmm?
I gave up alcohol after settling down here. Doctor said I shot my liver.
I just need to get to Bunker Hill. After that, you'll never see me again. I promise.
You ain't gonna rat us out to the Institute. Don't come any closer, friend. This doesn't concern you.
Please, help! They're going to kill me!
Shut up!
What's going on here?
This thing's a synth. That's what. We've been traveling with it for weeks. But then today he finally let slip that he's an Institute errand boy. The whole fucking time.
Because I thought you were my friends.
I'd never be friends with a damn synth.
You already were friends with the synth. Now please, just let me go.
You think I'm stupid? You're just gonna run off and get your Institute buddies to come put us down. That ain't happening, pal.
I'm not with the Institute. I ran away. I just need to get to Bunker Hill. Then, I swear I will never bother you again. Please. You believe me, right? You can't let them do this.
If he was with the Institute, don't you think killing him would just make them matter? Let him go. It's safer that way.
Gee. Jesus. You're right. Fine. But if I ever see you again, I'm putting one right between your eyes.
Oh my God. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Just get the hell out of here.
Hope this doesn't come back to bite us. How about you move along?
I was gonna do it. Why don't you get out of here?
anything, madame.
I'd like to travel together some more.
Then let us get on the...
Mm-hmm.
Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for updates. It's getting dark out there, people. Stay safe. All's quiet across the Commonwealth. Stay safe out there. It's 8 o'clock. You're listening to Radio Freedom, the voice of the Minutemen. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people. This is Radio Freedom. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts. This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone. This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people.
Nick.
Time to hit the road?
You interested in traveling together?
Sure. Could be fun.
Right. Let's head out.
Well, all right.
You are a scientific marvel.
I hear you've been asking questions around town. What, Diamond City's got 2 private dicks now?
You look a little roughed up. Should talk to Doc Crocker over at the Mega Surgery Center.
Nothing to see here.
I'm glad you're here. We got a new case while you and Nick were out. Ready to put on the detective hat?
I'm a little busy right now, Ellie.
Oh, all right. What?
A secretary? God. Ellie.
Ready for that new case?
I'm a little busy right now, Ellie.
Oh, all right. Ready for that new case?
Bingo. I'm a little busy right now.
Oh, all right. The Earl Sterling case. Apparently Earl just up and disappeared one day. No one's seen him since.
I've been meaning to put Earl's case to bed for a while now. Glad you're up for it. So, what's your take on the case, Ellie?
On Earl? Well, he didn't have any enemies, that's for sure. Someone would have to notice you're alive first.
And Earl didn't exactly have the charisma to inspire any crimes of passion. So what's that leave us?
I don't know, Nick. It can't be the Institute, right?
I guess we'll just have to see.
Ready for that new case?
The only thing I'm ready for is... Who's our client?
A fisherman, whose family lives on the edge of the Commonwealth. Kenji Nakano.
Nakano? Huh. That name takes me back. My memory's a little fuzzy on the details, though.
Maybe if you bothered writing things down, Nick.
Can't do that. Wouldn't want to put you out of a job.
Huh. I'll remember that the next time you need me to console a hysterical client. Mr. Nakano didn't leave many details. Said he'd go over everything when you meet him. But if you want my guess, missing person case. Guy had a worried look a mile long.
Anything you can tell me about Kenji Nakano?
Just some impressions. He was obviously upset, but he was also in a hurry, like he couldn't stand just waiting around. I'm a friend of Nick's. He'll remember me. I need his help right away. And then he was gone. He was muttering something on the way out, but... no. I'm not sure it was important.
Come on, Ellie. Don't hold out on me. What did he say?
Well, I thought I heard him say something about a daughter and also a radio, but I might have misheard him. Not sure how the two would be connected.
So is the fedora and trench coat mandatory when solving these cases? Because I'm thinking smoking pipe and British accent.
Hey, whatever floats your boat, Gumshoe. The Nakano residence is up in the northeast, near...
Come on, Ellie.
Well, I thought I heard him say something about...
I'll go check it out. Thanks, Ellie.
The Nakano residence is up in the northeast, near the coast. A small fishing house. He said that he and his wife will be waiting for you.
It's a long walk. That's how the hard cases always start.
Miss Perkins.
Be careful when you head over to the Nakano residence. That whole area is pretty isolated. I wonder what the story is between Mr. Nakano and Nick. Mr. Nakano seemed like a good sort, trying to make the best of things in a tough world. Remind you of anyone?
Ellie.
Good luck with the case. No, I always got the sense Earl was interested in me. Figures he'd be the one to run off. Earl couldn't have been taken by the Institute, right? Why would they want Earl? The Marty Bullfinch case. Marty was Nick's partner. Emphasis on the was. He must have been some kind of desperate to come to us for help after all this time.
Well, Marty and I never exactly saw eye to eye. Mostly because he was usually passed out on the barroom floor.
Aw, come on, Nick. Think of the good times.
What, when he quit?
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of.
Nicky, you old bucket of bolts, it's Marty. I know it's been a while, but I came across a little mystery I thought might get your circuits firing. You remember that ugly grasshopper statue on top of Faneuil Hall? Turns out it's got a note in it. A note written by the son of one Shem Drown. I don't expect that name means anything to you, but the guy was a coppersmith. Way back when folks did shit like that. Apparently, this note leads straight to the old guy's stash. I don't know what's in it, but I'd sure like to know if it's still there. I'm gonna go do a little recon on the hall. If you decide you want to get the team back together, you let me know.
Hey.
I'm all. Looks like you got something to say.
Your thoughts?
We should head over to the Nakam.
Your thoughts?
Always another case?
Your thoughts?
The detective's life.
Your thoughts?
You'd be shocked.
That's all.
Got it.
Good luck.
Ellie.
If you see him, tell Marty I say, hey, where's my 20 caps, you old lech? Also, hi. It must be some kind of score to bring Marty crawling back to Nick for help. The way they parted wasn't pleasant.
Miss Perkins.
Happy hunting. We're open for business again. Thanks so much for all your help. People don't like to admit we're here, but whenever they have problems, just guess who comes knocking. Nick being a synth has never really bothered me. Honestly, I don't even think about it anymore.
Don't worry. You're safe from the synths here in Diamond City.
No one knew Earl better than these folks. Ought to ask around, see what people know.
Ah, it is the savior of Diamond City Radio. Have a drink, friend.
Earl Sterling used to work here, right?
Poor Earl. Gone just like that. Such a good bartender. Good friend. Oh, terrible with women, mind you. Bull in china shop with them. You with Valentine's Detective Agency? I forgot to drop off Earl's key when I hired you people. Here. I hope you find out what happened. Security does nothing but yell at me for asking about it. Anyway, you look like you need a drink.
Not interested.
Ah, come on.
God, even the sky isn't safe. Did you see that, blimp thing? The Brotherhood of Steel? Who are they?
Oh, hello again. I can take your order whenever you're ready.
Did you work with Earl Sterling at all?
Oh, yeah, Earl. Ugh. I mean, I know I shouldn't speak ill of the missing, but that guy needed to get out more. You'd think a bartender would be smooth, you know? Charming? Not Earl. He tried so hard, too. Way too hard. The real sad thing? He thought it was his looks. Kept talking about getting a new face over at the mega surgery. Wouldn't have helped. Anyway, I can take your order whenever.
Not right now.
Later, then.
Hey there. Been a long time. How you holding up?
Nick. Oh, hey. Yeah, we're doing all right. It's hard without Gwen, but it gets easier every day.
Yeah, that's real good to hear. Well, just wanted to check in. If you ever need anything, stop by the office.
Sure, you got it. Thanks, Nick.
Hey.
Now, something up?
Your thoughts?
Who do you think, actually?
Your thoughts?
Should we get a move on?
That was all I had.
Suit yourself.
Hey, Nick.
Hey there. Start in here. Why don't you check out the living room? Must be some hint where that boy ran off to. You know, for all the talk, I'd put the chances of this being an Institute snatch job somewhere between 0 and none. Just think about it. Earl Sterling, local assistant bartender. Why not nab the bartender himself? Lord knows Vadim samples his own wares enough that some weird behavior wouldn't make anyone bat an eyelash. Nothing over here. And Earl had lousy people skills. Might score the Institute some points in the last person you'd ever suspect category. But why not snatch someone with charm? Someone who could get you what you want. Earl could barely get you a drink by closing on a busy night. So where's that leave us? No known enemies. Wasn't much for the great outdoors, so likely not raiders or mutants. No, this all screams accident. Now, what was Earl into that might have gotten him in this kind of trouble? What needs doing? A receipt from the Mega Surgery Center, huh? I wonder what the good doctors have to say about that.
Hey.
Go on. There's something bothering you?
Your thoughts?
There's a lot of people out here. Could you...
That was all I had.
Sure, sure.
Doc.
This better be an emergency.
Do you know anything about this receipt?
Let me see. This is Dr. Crocker's deplorable handwriting, all right. Looks like Earl Sterling was one of his patients. The procedure noted here is mundane. Low-risk cosmetic work. Dr. Crocker never performed it, however. Said Earl vanished before he paid. Now, I must insist we talk about your medical needs.
Where is Doc Crocker?
Last time I saw him, he had to get something out of the surgery cellar. Probably just had to wash some needles or move some storage around. Anyway, we should get back to your immediate medical requirements.
I need to get into the cellar, Doctor.
What does this look like? A public outhouse? You know what? Don't answer. Why on earth would I let you down there?
I'm investigating a missing person, Doctor. And I think the trail leads to your basement.
A missing person? You're talking about Earl, aren't you? You can't honestly think... You know what? Fine. If it'll put the matter to rest. Here, go see for yourself. But if I find one instrument out of place, you'll be getting the bill.
Where'd all this blood come from? Goes right into the basement. Hey, Doc.
Don't dally. If you're here to be examined...
Not today.
Very well.
Earl. You've really been a handful, you know. But I think we're just about done. Our little mistake is finally going to be corrected. Oh, naughty, naughty. You're not supposed to be down here, but that's okay. I can fix that. I can fix anything.
Yeah. You fixed things, all right. Fixed yourself. What did you do to Earl Sterling, Doctor?
What did I do? I didn't do anything. It was Earl. It was Earl who didn't want to be happy. Good patients get a nice, new face. Bad patients bleed all over the floor because they want to screw up their surgeon's life.
So you were performing surgery and Earl didn't make it. Is that it?
I, might have had just a bit of jet before operating. So I nipped a few arteries I shouldn't have. Who hasn't? But I'm a problem solver, you see. I knew if Earl disappeared, everyone would just think the Institute took him.
Why would people think that the Institute took Earl Sterling?
That's what they do. That's what they've always done. As long as there's no body, everyone just assumes. And that's why Earl's body needs to go away.
So that's what you were doing? Cutting Earl's body up?
You can't just get rid of 200 pounds of cadaver without attracting attention. Fortunately, the butcher shop is close by. If their trash pile just happens to have an extra box of rotten meat every week, who would think to look too closely?
You really think you can get away with this?
Get away with this? Don't you know who I am? I'm Doc Crocker. Doc Crocker never does anything wrong. And once this is all over, no one will have any reason to question that.
You killed a man, Doctor. You're gonna pay for it. Put the gun down and come with me.
Now, let's not do anything rash.
I did it, didn't I? I killed a man. Oh God. Well, there's so much blood. So much blood all over me. I can fix anything.
Hey, let me ask you something.
What's going on here? Is that Dr. Crocker?
Hey, Doc.
I think you owe me an explanation. What happened here?
Take a look around for yourself. You'll figure it out.
That's Earl Sterling's body, isn't it? Somewhere in the back of my mind, I knew he had gone through with the surgery. So, Earl didn't just vanish. The procedure went badly, and Dr. Crocker was just trying to cover it up.
What are you gonna do now, Doctor?
Now, I have a report to file, a mess to clean up, and a lot of explanations to give to our patients. You should get going. A medical professional should be the one to handle all this contamination.
Doc.
You should go. This is my surgery. I'll be the one to set this right.
Anything useful? Can't blame ourselves. That man decided to die.
No loitering.
Hey.
I'm all ears.
Hey, Valentine.
Hey, let me ask you something.
Okay, ask.
It's just, with everything that's happened with you and your family, it's a whole hell of a lot to process. I wanted to make sure you're holding up all right.
Why do you ask?
I just had a hard go with the, transition myself. Took me a long damn time to get a feel for this place. Thank goodness I found Diamond City. Of course, when I took up the massacre, plenty of people, but at the...
Yeah, I'm all right.
Huh. You're a tougher nut than I thought. Tougher than I was. Took me a long damn time to get a feel for this place. Thank goodness I found Diamond City. It's got its flaws, sure, but it beats the hell out of anywhere else in the Commonwealth. Of course, when I took up there back when, people were just as scared of the Institute as they are now. Maybe more. The massacre of the CPG was still pretty fresh in people's minds at that point. And folks were still losing sleep over the broken mask. Plenty of people assumed I was just a saboteur, moving in to melt down the reactor or poison the drinking water. But at the time, they couldn't exactly turn me away.
Massacre of the CPG? What's that?
The Commonwealth Provisional Government. Years back, a group of settlements tried to get together and form a coalition. Every settlement with even a hint of clout sent representatives to try and hash out an agreement. Only the Institute sent a representative of their own, a synth. The man killed every rep at the talks. The Commonwealth Provisional Government was over before it even got off the ground. I took up in town not long after. I was damn lucky they didn't just tell me to scram right then and there.
Broken mask?
This was long before I'd moved to town, but apparently some gentleman type shows up in Diamond City, heads down to Power Noodles. Guess he didn't like the food because he pulled his pistol and opened fire on the folks enjoying theirs. When security finally put enough holes in him to drop him, they say he was full of servos and sprockets, just like yours truly. Seems he malfunctioned, went berserk. It was the first time people realized that synths had stopped looking like me and started looking like them. Considering what these folks went through, I felt real lucky they let me in the front gate at all.
Why would you want to live among bigots like that?
Nah, I couldn't really blame them, given the circumstances. But folks sure started turning the other cheek when I showed up with the mayor's daughter. Gal of about 15. Pride and joy of the mayor back then. Man by the name of Henry Roberts. The young Miss Roberts decided she'd run off with some caravan hand she'd, known for an evening. Turns out the guy was part of a gang of kidnappers. I didn't even know who I was rescuing, just stumbled on a crying girl and 4 toughs. I took her home and the mayor dubbed me a hero, offered me a place in town. Lots of folks protested, said I was a spy, but he wouldn't have it. Taking up in the city was tricky at first, but I never tried to hide what I was, and people seemed to warm to that.
You took down 4 guys by yourself?
Well, I didn't have to. Back then, synths were even more of an unknown quantity than they are today. I told them I was rigged to explode and started going beep, beep, beep. Hardest part of that rescue was keeping from laughing as they climbed over each other to get away.
You're not a spy, right? Was it hard, settling in?
Well, they sure didn't make it easy. I started off doing the jobs no one else wanted. I got more banged up being Diamond City's handyman than I ever did living out in the ruins. But I guess folks never forgot I rescued the mayor's daughter, so they started coming to me when people went missing. Wife runs off with a new paramour and takes the rent money with her. Talk to the synth. An upset father decides moving him and the kids to Good Neighbor in the dead of night's not the worst damn idea since the bomb. Go get Nick. After a while, the jobs got so backed up, they didn't even ask me to do the handyman stuff anymore. Hell, I was so happy to do it, it was months before I started charging anyone. I never stopped being Nick the Synth, but it was Nick the Detective folks came to see. It was about then that things finally started feeling normal. It took me a long time to realize that home is where you make it. And with some time and effort, this place can be home for you, too. That's a long story, but I hope it helps. Want to get moving?
Hey.
There's some... So, the doctor did it, huh? Feels like there's a cliche in there somewhere.
Yeah, there's a cliche, all right.
You keep that kind of talk up, I might just start thinking we're friends. And talk to Ellie.
So that's it. Case closed?
That's right. I doubt Diamond City Security will do anything, but I'll forward our report on to them anyway. I wish I could say most cases end better, but, well, that's Diamond City for you. Anyway, you ought to go chat with Ellie. Collect your fee.
Hey.
Do something? What do you need?
Your thoughts?
Who do you think, actually?
Whatever. That was all I had.
Suit yourself.
So, you two find out where Earl Sterling ran off to?
Why was I looking for Earl?
Well, to help the folks... That, plus...
Earl's not doing a lot of running anymore. Being chopped to bits by Doc Crocker will do that.
Crocker?
Why?
Well, to help the folks down at the dugout end get some closure about their friend, for one. That, plus a pile of caps when it's all said and done.
Earl's Earl's not doing a lot of running anymore. Being chopped to bits by Doc Crocker will do that.
Crocker killed Earl? Gone as long as he was, I figured maybe Raiders or the Institute, but Crocker? Where's the doc now? Rotting in a cell, I hope.
Well, he's rotting somewhere.
Somewhere? What do you... Oh my god. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. Here, take this. Sounds like you earned it. I'll send word along. Let everyone down at the Dugout Inn know what happened. Shame it couldn't be better news. Thanks again for closing this one out. Guess it's good I never visited Doc Crocker to get that touch-up I'd been thinking about.
Ellie.
People don't like to admit we're here, but... Whenever they have problems, just guess who comes knocking. Nick being a synth has never really bothered me.
Shopping. You know, right, a shotgun's great insurance against rape.
I'll take a look, sure.
Don't forget...
Prescriptions, Bill. High quality chems, right?
Yeah? Give him some new diagnostics while you're tinkering. Take your time.
It's been too long since I picked a fight.
this thing seem? Can't believe it looks as good as it does.
Anytime you want me to carry some of that valuable gear you're lugging?
It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon here at Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people.
Keep leading and I'll follow you. That was the deal, right?
Well, this place is something. Alright.
Has fallen so since the bombs.
Hope you're not getting ready to start a history lesson.
Do you need something, madame? Find the men of science and institutes of...
What's up?
Are out there still.
I've never lost anyone before. This failure is new to me.
All this walking's wearing me out. We'd move faster if you kept your eyes on the road and off me arse.
We do good work, you know?
It's 3 p.m.
This is a far cry from working with the
All
gunners.
quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
You lead the way, and I'll follow, man.
Good afternoon. You're tuned to Radio Freedom, broadcasting across the Commonwealth.
Who walks into a bar?
Nothing to
Bartender
report.
says,
Keep it tuned here for updates.
serve ghouls here, ghouls... That's fine. Is the human fresh?
report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates. This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
Perhaps I'm worth something, right?
You're tuned to Radio Freedom. All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
Nothing's more
You're
satisfying
tuned
than
to
a
Radio
smoking
Freedom,
gun.
voice of the Minutemen.
A cat.
All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there.
So, you ready to get this show on the road?
This is Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people. Radio Freedom. It's 5 p.m. Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for updates.
History lest it repeat itself.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
Play your cards right, and we stand to make a whole lot of money.
Faneuil Hall. Cradle of Liberty turned slaughterhouse. Come on now. Something else.
Out there, somewhere!
Sweet.
Do that a little too well.
I am super mutant! I am unstoppable!
Say the word if you want me to take a look at...
Sweet.
that terminal. Certainly gives new meaning to the phrase tourist trap.
Little baby scared?
zone.
There we go.
So much on the bomb. I don't think we're alone. Guess Marty never quite made it. Don't worry, pal. We'll close this one out for you.
Perfect. Hey.
I'm listening.
Nick.
Go ahead.
Your thoughts?
I guess death finally laughed back for Marty.
Your thoughts?
We'll make something out of...
Really? Your thoughts?
Too many folks these days count on violence to...
That's all.
Well, all right. So, Shem Drown had himself buried with all his treasure. Guess some people just can't let go.
Bingo. Hey.
Do something? What do you need?
Your thoughts?
Keep your distance. Farrell's hit.
Your thoughts?
I've been told that...
Your thoughts?
You see a lot of folks at the...
Nothing else for now.
Sure.